Internet historian time for things you didn't know. Maybe people committing some crimes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Internet historian. A video that I don't think I've seen.
And I've seen a lot of people comment pool's closed. And
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about.
So, yeah.
The pool is closed.
The pool has been closed at the rec center.
Yeah. They're working on the outside pump.
They're still not open?
No. As of this week, they posted that the outside pump is still being worked on. Who knows if it'll even open.
What are you going to do? But they still got the inside pool.
They have the inside
where all the elderly folks are swimming and we get to swim beside them. And the babies.
Teaching the babies how to swim.
Oh no, did somebody drop a deuce in the pool?
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me.
That would make sense. They were little. No, one little boy was just like freaking out. Like, you're drowning me.
You're
gonna kill me. Yeah. And it was cute at first, and then it was like, all right, you've been doing this
20
for
minutes
25
later.
minutes. No, there was this point where I took my nephew. You guys met him if you've watched the other videos where he joined us. And he wanted to jump off the diving board. I'm like, well, the outside pool's closed. Like, we can't be, rowdy in here. They're like,
they let you jump off the diving board?
Yeah,
you
but
just can't do, like, cannonballs.
Where we were, we had our own separate lane. And so, like, other people had the lane where the diving boards were. And it was, like, older people. And I'm like, you really can't be, like, just running around. We can only just, like, swim a little bit in here. So, he starts getting out of the pool. And I was like, Hayden, where are you going? And he wouldn't turn around and he wouldn't say anything to me. And I was like, I know this effer ain't going to jump on the diving board because we're going to leave, And so he waits. He gets to the top of the step. I forgot to tell you this. And, like, shoots himself off of the steps. So he didn't technically go off the diving board. But he's still done that. And I was like, I know that you didn't just do that right now. I'm like, that is something that your dad would totally do.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, I'm not really, like, breaking the rules here.
But I'm pretty much doing what I want to.
Yeah, and I was just like, I just looked at him like, I know that you're not serious right now.
You just got played. Anyway, that's pretty funny, actually. Ha ha. Pool's open. Internet historian, blow our mind with this wonderful tale. You never know what you're going to get.
Is this one of those, because I've seen compilations of, like, Karens calling.
I would be surprised if this isn't something to do with 4chan in some way, talking stuff or just causing problems. Or I have some preconceived notion about every internet historian video.
A lot of them are.
If it's not within like the first couple of seconds, I'm like, okay, maybe not. But I'm almost always sure that it's some kind of 4chan trolling. So let's see what it is.
Oh wow.
Do not go into the water. Oh my God.
He's got AIDS. Get out of there.
In 2006, a pandemic spread across the world. Extensive research from the CDC revealed Habbo Hotel pool as the point of origin, likely after someone jacked off into one of the filters.
What?
Since then, a band of unlikely heroes has worked tirelessly to keep the people safe. To close every pool.
Oh, I was wrong. I was so wrong.
What?
I was so wrong.
Don't be doing that in the pools.
It all started on July 12th. The plan was simple. Create an account, make an avatar, full suit, dark skin, big afro. Log in and block the pool. Hundreds flooded in to block the ladders and prevent players from catching the AIDS. They arranged themselves in the standard health and safety swastika formation.
No.
The mission was an overwhelming success. No one could get into the pool. But then, another threat emerged. On September 4th, Steve Irwin, well-known animal fighter, was killed by a stingray. Provoked and en masse, intel indicated that many more stingrays were headed for the Habbo Hotel pools.
No.
Now the pool was filled with AIDS and stingrays, and most likely those stingrays also had AIDS. Operation September 11th was launched.
Oh my God!
Operation
September 11th.
But it wasn't just the Habbo pool that had people worried. Here's one concerned citizen having their own local pool closed.
Hi. There's kind of an emergency. I was swimming in the pool and I cut my leg, and I mean there was a fair amount of blood. It's not enough for me to go to the hospital, but I actually have HIV, and
You were in the pool like right now?
Yes, ma'am. And people could be getting infected
Okay,
right
I
now.
will.
I mean,
I'll go shut the pool.
You gonna close the pool?
Yep.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Pool's closed.
Wait, so this is actually happening?
He actually did that, it sounded like.
Pools were being shut down left and right. It looked as if our heroes could really achieve a permanent pool shutdown. But then, things took a sharp turn. The racist mods had arrived. They were determined to keep the pool open even though they knew the risks. Bannings left and right. This wasn't a war. This was a massacre. Hundreds of avatars were lost. But our heroes were not giving up so easily. If they couldn't take the fight to Habbo, they would take it to the streets.
Yeah.
Yes, and what did they exactly tell you?
To evacuate the pool?
Okay, because of HIV, correct?
That's correct.
Alright. One of the standard procedures is we need you to go ahead and put a sign outside the pool and tell them why it's closed.
Right, we're doing that right now.
Or what are you putting on the sign exactly? Because there are some
due
rules.
to health and safety.
Yeah, the pool's closed due to AIDS, actually.
Do we have to specify AIDS? I mean.
Yes.
Okay. Pool closed due to AIDS.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
okay, so who's coming down here? And they're gonna test the water when they come down here?
John Robertson.
John Robertson from Castle,
He's
right?
just making.
Okay, it's coming down here.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This
Okay,
poor
thank you.
person that's working.
Okay,
like,
so we just got an entire pool evacuated, and they now have a sign outside the pool saying pool closed due to AIDS.
But just as the real-life
The
campaign
trolling,
to shut
dude, I'm
down the
telling
pool was
you.
reaching its peak, a new challenger emerged. If the mods were trash mobs, she would be the final boss.
Banned from a swimming pool. Tonight their grandmother is outraged.
Trying to make sense of a sign.
She never thought that after 50 years, her grandkids would be the target of such hate.
But this is a sign that one woman who lives in this area didn't expect to see.
Oh
Mary Alice says when this sign was up, the pool wasn't closed at all.
And I tell myself it's just a bunch of racist, homophobic geeks ridiculing me.
But our heroes weren't about to take it lying down. They found her home phone number and made pleas to reason and logic.
Mary Alice received several calls after she began telling her stories.
I have been sent from the future to close the pool.
She would not listen. She knew how to make it all about her, and she knew how to play the media.
This kind of stuff is old, and it's
That's a
ugly,
lot,
and
lady.
it's tired, and it's time for it to be buried.
According to some websites, this image is
No,
associated
I
with
know,
a group of
but-
hackers who invaded a children's social networking site. Just an online inside joke.
A joke is when two people laugh. I'm not laughing.
She's not laughing.
She was not laughing.
She
During
was
our interview,
not
Altorfer
laughing.
learned of a second flyer at the pool.
It's a picture of me with an afro.
Police did collect it for prints.
When they get tired of making fun of a grandma online, they will find something better to do.
For months, she continued to
They
campaign
won't!
to keep the pool
That's
open.
the thing, they won't!
They will find something else to do, as in they will find something else to troll. They're not gonna stop, really. And then it's gonna
Pool
yeah,
is closed
yeah.
due to AIDS. Also, intermission is over.
In 2009, our brothers prepared for another raid, but they didn't know it could be their last. The racist mods and devs had changed the rules. They allowed avatars to walk through each other. Nothing could ever be blocked again.
Oh.
What followed was a series of shitty raids, each more failed than the last, and the fail gave way to infighting. First, there was a faction of skinheads who split away.
No.
Then the gingers decided to make their own group.
No!
Then there was total communist revolution.
Oh, God!
In 2010, things only got worse. And by 2011, it looked as though there would never be another successful raid again. These were the brothers' darkest days, and it was almost certain that the pools would remain open forever.
Damn.
But then, in 2012, a ray of hope.
Now Channel 4 News can reveal that the children's online gaming site Habbo Hotel is inhabited by paedophiles. Following our revelations, one of the company's biggest multi-million-pound investors has pulled out.
In one quick shift of fortune, it became possible that not just the pool, but the entire hotel could be closed indefinitely.
It has been the best part of, 10 years that Habbo's been going on, and within a week, Channel 4 have managed to basically tear that down.
Admins muted the whole game for a week. No one could talk to anyone, and the player base sank right through the floor. But the best part was, our brothers had reunified. The divisions of the past had been put to the side. They came together to kick Habbo while it was down, and they were coming prepared.
Oh my God. The internet, dude.
I don't understand.
With their growth
the
in numbers,
internet.
they didn't need to block. They just had to make a large and annoying presence. And with Habbo's dwindling player base, it was easier than ever.
I think these people need a little education about the HIV virus.
The disease is here. Protect your children.
I have HIV. I mean, my blood is in the water, and it's not good, you know. I can't.
I gotcha. I appreciate you calling. We will take drastic measures.
We have hourly testing by management staff. We also have weekly testing of our water.
Pool is closed due to AIDS.
It's been quite the adventure of highs and lows, pools and AIDS, pedos and stingrays. And now it's 2017. There will be 2 great raids this year. July 12th, the anniversary of the very first raid. And December 1st, World AIDS Day. It's up to you whether you want to come along. But I hope to see you there, brothers.
Insanity, as I predicted it would probably be.
This one is just, okay, so we started this channel, and I didn't understand the concept. Like, I got it, but, like, you know, some of the videos you wanted to show me, I'm like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, like, the Shia LaBeouf one, I think was the first one that I genuinely was like, I don't understand. You have to explain this to me like I'm, like, 6 years old. Because I just didn't understand internet trolling, like, the mass
trolling.
Internet trolling. Yeah. Okay, so now we're back. Full circle. Okay? I've been exposed to a lot on this channel. And I understand a little bit more, okay? And it's weird. And I kind of wish that I hadn't learned any of it. But we're here, and this is another one of those videos that it was hard for me to follow. I'm like, is this a game? Yes.
Yes.
Is it an online game? And in real life, turns out.
Yeah.
I don't know what I just watched.
So pretty much there's a kid's game where you have these little avatars
and
you're at a hotel and they took over by creating these, like, you know, avatars that were brothers with afros in suits, and they just security guarded the entire pool. Like, Men in Black, you're not getting in the pool.
Okay.
So the kids were fucking like, we can't get in the pool.
Like the actual children that wanted to play the game.
And so, you know, the symbol that they created and stuff was blocking off the pool from other avatars getting in. Like, that was the whole thing, just to annoy people.
Okay.
And so then they started targeting them for messing with the game, and you know what that does.
The kids playing the game.
No, the people running the game and stuff. And so they were just like, okay, worse. And then they started doing it. It became a thing. So then they started posting that at actual pools.
Right.
And then that became a thing. And then they started trying to actually shut down the actual pools. And then in the game, they made it where you could pass through the avatars and you couldn't block the pool anymore. So then they tried making other avatars to bombard the rooms with.
Okay, so the people who like made the game made it to where you could pass through. Because I'm lost. Like,
the people who made the game made it to where now the characters couldn't block anything. You could go straight through them. So they just got pissed. But then that guy got in trouble who made the game for some inappropriate stuff.
Right.
So then people got muted on the game where they couldn't talk to each other.
Now I took that as those people infiltrated because it was a kid's game and they were there. That's how I took it.
One of the guys that made the game turns out.
How do I not follow this?
And so the people stopped showing up as much to the game. So then
they
could be like, yeah, it's going to be more of us than anybody. And then they did the...
My brain hurts.
Yeah.
I mean...
it was just a trolling game.
I understand. So, like, I get it. But I don't really get it. Like,
It's funny. It's an inside joke. It's an inside joke.
I just feel like I spend my time a lot differently.
You don't get off on irritating the fuck out of people.
I mean, not unless,
do to a certain degree,
not
especially
unless they're bothering me.
I really like to irritate
you.
You.
Piss me off.
But
last night, what was it last night? You were doing
remember.
something. You were being like so loud. You were doing something, and I was like, "Can you like not do that?" And you were like, "I just wanted to scream to the top of my lungs just to annoy you." And I was like, "That's so fucking like." Sadistic.
It's funny. Well, there's no real harm that comes from it. It's just
strange that that's where
up.
Your brain
well,
goes.
Evidently, I'm not alone. There's some people who just go to greater lengths for it. But for me,
I just don't get it.
For me, I don't know. It's just fun, which makes me, good at being a bad guy in pro wrestling. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, another interesting thing that Internet Historian knew about that I had no fucking clue about.
And now I know about that, and I'm not
you know.
sure what, I'm going to do with that information, but it's there now.
Keep pushing forward.
It's just there.
Keep pushing forward.
I don't have much more storage up here, and it's just getting crammed full of, like, weird internet stuff.
We will destroy her. But honestly, I'm glad that you kind of get this stuff a little bit better. We could not have watched this for our first video.
No.
So we're getting there, and we will keep getting more recommendations from viewers just like you. But first, before you do anything involving us, show all the praise that you can for Internet Historian. Go like his channel, go like the Incognito channel, and like all his videos, and comment on all his videos, and subscribe to his channels. But for us, you could like this video.
That would be cool.
Subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification button. Give us some recommendations in the comments of videos you would like for us to react to in the future. In the description of this video, you will find a link to the original video we reacted to and a link to our Discord channel where you can also submit some reaction requests, which would be cool.
And soon we're going to have a Patreon. So if you would like to leave a recommendation in the comments below or on our Discord, on our Discord. Because there are a lot of things that I have not seen, apparently.
A lot of movies, a lot of shows, a lot of videos, a lot of stuff. So if you want to recommend some of those, that would be great as well. But for this video...
That'll do it.
Will it?
Yep.
All right. Bye.